you're a Nigerian living abroad and you want to buy land anywhere, any state in Nigeria, but your major issue is you are not on ground. You have family on ground, but you don't want them to be involved. You don't want them to even know you want to make an investment in Nigeria. And you're also worried that this is my first time, I've never done it before. I don't know how it works and I don't want to get scammed. In this video, I'm just going to break down the process on how you can buy land from anywhere in the world without worrying on coming back home before you make a purchase. You don't want to miss out on opportunities just because you are not on ground. Then stick around for this video because I'm going to be giving you the step-by-step process. The first step is to go on inspection. This is a digital world we are in. You literally do not need to be physically anywhere to do anything anymore. There is something called virtual inspection, where we take you on a tour to any property you want to visit. We show you the road leading there on a detailed doc that you will join and see things for yourself. So even though you are in a different country, you can literally see everything leading to where the property is, the road, the accessibility, the kind of development there, and see things for yourself, read things for yourself. Now, there is a spec to this. You don't just go on the virtual inspection tour. One of the things we do for our clients, especially the ones living abroad, is we go with our surveyors to chart that land. Whether it's in an estate you are buying or an individual land, go with a surveyor for this virtual inspection so that the person will be on ground to chart the land and get the coordinates of that land. The coordinate is very important for the next step you have to go through before paying for any land. After the inspection is concluded and the surveyor have charted the land, the surveyor goes and does what we call a survey search, where he used the coordinates of the land that he just charted, run it through the state database and find out if the land is in the right zone. Find out if the land is under encumbrance, and also find out very important information on that land that would stop you from risking or losing your money if you invest in that land. The next step being the due diligence. Now, when it comes to due diligence, there are different things we check. The survey search, the legality of the land, that is, who are the owners of the land? What is the root of title of this land? Is it the owners selling it? The next thing we check is litigations on land. For example, especially when you are buying an individual land, there are people that own lands. The land will have C of O, but sometimes the land is used to collect debts. Now, when you don't know and you go and buy that land, you don't carry person debt, whether you like it or not. The person will carry your money and go, and you'll be happy. Oh, I bought land with C of O. You don't know na debt to carry for your head. So to avoid that, a good property lawyer does a litigation search for you to make sure that the land you are buying has not been used as collateral to get debt. Even though a land can have a good title, it can be in a perfect location, it might also be a risk if it was used for debt and the owner would not tell you this. You only find this out if you do a thorough due diligence. When the due diligence is done and the surveyor property lawyer gives you a legal opinion to go ahead, then you can go ahead and pay for the property. Currently in Nigeria, it is very easy to own a property. As long as you are a consistent income earner, you can easily own a property. You can pay for a property all at once or pay on installments. So how does it work? You make an initial deposit of a property, then spread the balance within either 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, depending on which one works for you. Now, your job is to make sure you fulfill your own end of the bargain, which is to pay your installment every month on the property. When you are done paying, what next? You get your receipt of payment, your documents. Now, the documents you get is very important, which is why it is also important in your due diligence to search the legality of a document or the ownership of the land. Why you are doing this is to make sure that the person you are buying from has the right to transfer ownership to you. Now, when you are done buying, the person needs to transfer ownership to you with the right documents. Some land will be good, but when it comes to transfer of ownership, people get the most ridiculous documents. And if you look at it, you just ended up dashing somebody your money and the person still owns the land. So it is important to know that you got the right documents and that the important clauses are in that document. Now, which document should you get? You need to get a deed of conveyance here in Port Harcourt or a deed of assignment and your registered survey and a complete receipt of the amount of money you paid for that land. Now, in your deed of conveyance, there are 3 major things that must be there to make sure that it completely transferred ownership to you. If you don't have all these things in your deed of conveyance or your deed of assignment, then it is just incomplete and it shakes the legality of your ownership of that land. Your deed of conveyance must have a root of title of that land. The root of title shows the history of the land from the original owners down to you that is now the current owner of a plot or a parcel of land. The second thing your deed of conveyance must have is an indemnity clause. An indemnity clause is literally like an insurance or assurance that a legal owner gives to you. Now me get this land and now me give you this land. He show me that I say now my land be this. So nobody supposed come tell you say na in land or no be my land. If any of this happen, na me go bear am because he show me that I say na my land. So because I am confident it's my land that I'm selling to you, the indemnity clause should show that I know it is my land, and if anything happens that someone comes to claim that it is their land, then you hold me, with me that is the owner or the seller, responsible to indemnify you or to refund your money. That is just what that indemnity clause is for. The third thing is the signature of every party of the ownership of that land. If not 2 people own that land, make sure the 2 people's name and signature is in your documents. If it is 10 people, all of their names and signature should also be in your what? Documents. That is how you know you have a very detailed and holistic document transferring ownership to you. Now, when that is done, the final is what? Your allocation. Your allocation comes when you are now shown your own particular parcel of the land. Oh, this is this and this estate. And in this and this estate, plot 50 and plot 51 is your own. Plot 50 and 51 is just here. Oh. So you can just mark your own or put up your fence to barricade your own parcel of land. That is exactly what happens during allocation. Physical allocation is showing you on ground where your land is. Now, because you are not on ground or you are not in the state, personally what we do for our client is to show them the access road to their land and also make a video of the boundaries of their land and the mapping of their land so that they can literally easily use the video and access their land. However, when you buy in an estate or you buy with us, anytime you are in the state, we can go show you your land where it is. Now, after the physical allocation, you are completely now an owner of a property here in Port Harcourt or anywhere in Nigeria. Have you seen how easy it is for you to own a property even when you're not on ground? Once you have the right team behind you, you are good to go. So if you want a stress-free journey through your property ownership in Port Harcourt, then we are your world partner to help you bring that vision to light. Go ahead and reach out to us through the number on your screen and let's discuss on how we can make you a landlord or a landlady right here in Nigeria. My name is Justin Nadi. I am here to help you build cash flow systems right here in the city of Port Harcourt. I want to help you turn your land to cash flow. I want to help you turn your property to cash flow properties that make you consistent income. Because when you have consistent income coming from you not working, then you don't have to work every single day of your life. If that is what you want, then go ahead and reach out to us and let's discuss.